Hi, my name is Kerrie-Ann Kraal for Esoteric Technologies, Astro Gold for Mac. And in today's instructional video, I'm going to take you into the area of preferences. We want you to get as much as you can out of your software program, and I'm going to take you through colour.
Everywhere we look, everything we touch, everything we smell, everything we eat has colour. Colour is everywhere around us. So why not have this in your astrological charts? Today, what I'm going to show you is how to customize and personalize your charts with colour. I'm excited to show you the colours that you can personalize and customize in your astrology charts now. Now I have this in light mode and I'll show you how to change this from light to dark mode. So the first thing that you need to do is go up into the toolbar, click on Preferences. Now click on Home and go down to the bottom and you'll see Colour Scheme. So currently I have it on light mode, and this is what I have been recording this particular instructional video in dark mode. You can also go to auto as well. You can display in monochrome, and you can also print in monochrome charts now. So the first thing that I want you to do is go up into the toolbar and click on Preferences. Immediately the window will open and scroll across till you get to the area called Wheels. And as you can see, we've got the wheel style and the wheel dial. So you can choose what you're going to colour up and customize. So we're going to be working on the uni wheel, and of course if you've got more than one chart displayed there, you can choose this section down here to colour up and emphasize each of your charts. So I've chosen for Ellie's chart the Euro Wheel 2. So we're in Preferences and in Wheels, and I want to bring your attention to Ring Fill Tint Colour for the wheels. So I've got this set on Classic Gold. So there's a drop down menu here and you can start to choose some colours for just a simple change to your chart. I've also got a scale here for the tint intensity. I've brought this back to light mode to show you the tint intensity. So what I want to do is just go back up into Preferences and click on Home, and this is where I've changed it from dark to light. Now I'm going to go back up here and click on Wheels, and I'm going to choose the ring fill colour. Let's choose the blue. Now there's not a lot of colour here, but as I move this tint intensity, you'll see the change in colour. Then I'm also going to click on Auto Chart Ring Colours, and we're going to see another change again. So just moving this tint intensity gives more depth to your chart again. First thing that we're going to do is look at the planets. Now as you can see, I have chosen all black for all of these areas because I want to show you how to make your charts really stand out and pop. So let's click on to planets, and you've got a menu that comes up. You've got all the chart colour points here and this drop down menu. So I can click on to any one of these. Instantly you're going to see the chart point colours appear and also appear on the astrological chart as well. Now I can customize these even further. I can create my own, which is what I've done here. I've chosen specific colors by simply clicking on to each of the planets, and then a color palette comes up. So let's have a go at this. I'm going to bring it back to black, all black. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on to one of these planets and you'll see this color palette come up. And here it is. Now you've got a choice of the colour wheel, the colour sliders, the colour palettes, the image palettes, and also the pencils. I kind of like using the pencils. It's a little bit clearer to see the colours themselves. So I'm going to leave it on pencils for you, but you can play around with it yourself. So I'll click onto the moon and I'll choose a colour for that. And the pencil pops up and the colour has changed. And another little thing that I want to show you as well, let's click onto another planet. We'll click onto the sun and the colour palette will come up again, and I'm using the pencils. Can you see this eyedropper? If we click onto that twice, what we can do is bring it across to a colour that we're looking for. So let's say that we want to use the green for, say, Neptune, this particular green for Neptune. We can click onto that and there it comes in there, and we can also hold it inside this little area here. So those are the colours that I've decided that I'm going to have for this. And I'm going to name this. So I'm going to save this as, and there it is, click Save As, Kerrie-Ann's Colours, and I'm going to put 2. So I've got 2 choices here, and let's have a look at them. There's colours there and there's colours too. So if I don't want to keep that, I can highlight that and just delete it. Pretty simple. The next area that we're going to look at is the SignGlyph. Now, exactly the same as choosing the planets. Just open up this menu here, and as you can see, there's no colour. Go to the drop down menu and you can choose something that's already set up, or you can create your own by simply clicking on to the glyph itself, and then the colour palettes come up. You can choose this time the colour wheel, and of course that's all black at the moment, so we need to just scale that across. And we can start adding some colour. Now you can also use the eyedropper as well by simply double clicking and bringing that eyedropper to a particular area. Click on that and the colour will appear in here. And then you can save that colour going back to that area at any time. So it's done exactly the same way. So just have a little play around with that. So the next area that we're going to look at is the sign fill. Now this is on the outside of the astrology wheel. Now we can change the wheel style again. Let's go to maybe the French style here, and we'll see this inside here, the sign fill actually change. So of course I've chosen all black. And there's nothing in here, so we're going to open up this menu here and let's go down to modes and we're going to change it. So this is kind of fun, and you can see the colours coming up here, starting with Aries, Taurus, and that's coming up there. Now I can click on any one of these and just decide on how interesting I want or how colourful I want my chart to appear, or of course I can create my own. So I'll just go back to all black, and I may want to use, you know, maybe sliders this time. Just whatever you want to do, just have a little play around with these colours, and you know, you can make it a little bit more interesting. Click on to the next one, and so forth. So you have to click on to each one to bring up the colour, and you can see it start to appear here. And of course then what you have to do is click on Save As, name it, OK. And of course you can delete it as well. So if I just call this KA Unfinished Colours, click OK, and when I go into this drop down menu, there it is there. Of course, I don't particularly want to keep that, so I've got that highlighted there, and I'm just going to delete that. and it asks you for a second time to delete it. And now it's gone from my menu. So it's pretty simple and a bit of fun. Then I've got the aspects, and as you can see, I have no aspects here. So the area that we need to go down into to create these aspect lines, we're still on wheels, is that we're going to show the aspect lines here. Now I can colour these. I can make these a little bit more interesting. So let's go into here. It's currently all black, and I'm not going to waste my time with doing it. So I'm going to choose Kerrie-Ann's Colours. And there it is, because I saved that earlier. And you can see them across here. And here are the aspects. The conjunction, the opposition, the trine, the square, the sextile, etc. So that's a pretty simple way of doing it. The other thing that I can do is I can add the glyphs. And to whatever the colour of the line is, the glyph will be as well. So let's have a look at that. And there it is there. Now this is a great way of teaching in your classes, and also showing your clients too to follow a particular colour, so then they start to understand how to look at their chart properly. Make your charts so much more interesting. So we can actually make the aspect lines a little bit thicker, and that's for the tighter orb. So if I click onto that, you're not wasting a lot of mental energy trying to work out what is what in the chart. And of course you can click onto this area and make the looser orbs a lot lighter, and there they are there. So I'll just click off on that. You can create proportional houses as well, and you can also shadow your glyphs too. I'm hoping that you're going to have a lot of fun by customizing and making your charts really stand out.
Well, that's it. Well, don't just keep your charts black and white. Start adding colour and having fun. For more instructional videos for Astro Gold OS and iOS, go to YouTube Astro Gold 1.